Bankpool Showdown coming to you live from the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. Two very good friends off the table, Hall of Famers both, Francisco Bustamante and Alex Pagulayan. But on the table, it's all business. Bustamante in his chair. Alex looks like he's won the lag, and well, we're in for a bit of a treat. This is a Group B matchup, and Group B winding down. So many permutations out there. My name is Jim White, and I'm very happy to be joined by the expert in Bankpool, Tim de Ruyter, coming all the way to us, Tim, from the Netherlands. Welcome.
Thank you, and Alex welcoming the fans there also. Such a funny character, is he?
Yeah, I was talking about all the permutations. So this is table one. On table two, also a Group B matchup. Evan Lunda and John Mora. Well, Alex, he needs a favor from his Canadian colleague. If Mora can beat Lunda and Alex can beat Bustamante, Alex would qualify. But Group B looks like it's already been won by Roberto Gomez. Finished with a 4-1 record, identical to Billy Thorpe, but on rack differential, won and lost. He got the nod over Thorpe, even though he lost to Thorpe in the match that you and I just did, Tim.
Yeah, we both definitely were wrong that match, as we thought Billy was through, but they had a different order and in the standings, the different rankings that way. So anyways, let's see, there's a good chance for Alex actually to start off. Had a kind of free cross corner. This came out a little wide. Now, I have played Boosty at the Derby City Classics this year. Obviously, most of the people know that he plays very good banks, but he plays really aggressive too. So in most cases, he's going to try and make a ball. So not so much defense. If you look at his cue ball, like, he usually doesn't protect himself. He goes all in, giving himself a high percentage to make the point.
Alex, very likely growing up playing pool as a youngster in the Philippines before immigrating over to Canada, watching Boosty and Efren play, taking notes, probably sitting for hours watching these two legends. Now, both Alex and Boosty in the Hall of Fame.
Well, as you can see, we've been getting into a long safety battle, and that just barely stayed up. That was risky. Now he kind of pushed Bustamante into shooting this 6-ball, because Alex played that cue ball into that corner, so it's not easy to bring the cue ball all the way back down table, and he has mishit it by quite a bit.
Nothing easy though. He's looking at the long bank on the 7. Nominating the 3-ball into the left side pocket. Alex's record 2-2. Bustamante has won just one of the 4 matches he's played.
Oh, that was a risky one because he let the cue ball ride, leaving Boosty in the open.
Smooth, silky smooth, trademark backswing and follow through of one of the greats to ever play the game, to play any of the games.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate to fluke the 8-ball in the corner because that 4-ball was on cross corner, so now could potentially twist the 2-ball in and leaving the cue ball on the right long rail. But it's a very tricky one. If you're not feeling the table yet so early in the match, you might not want to shoot this. But he doesn't have much more on the 3-ball either. Yeah, it did go 2 rails, but was just focused on cue ball there. Straight back. Nice shot there. See, it was a really small window to play on. He hit it fuller with some right spin. Super tough to aim. But then it's interesting because Boosty now, like, he makes the straight back, for example, was a really good shot, and then he actually misses a ball that is a higher percentage than the straight back. Oh, nice shot there.
Gets back to 2-2.
Nice stun right to straighten up that straight back. Now he's playing another one. Full inside. Is he gonna stop the cue ball for the 6? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you got your answer. He held it. And that one never looked out. Alex started striding around the table as soon as he hit it.
Well, could have played this to the corner, but he decided to play to the side and just be patient. Definitely improved his position. Yeah, definitely a player that is in great shape recently, Pagulayan. He's been having great results, finishing second at the Derby 9-ball. He's been playing many events, gambling also. He's been playing a lot of snooker. I've seen him play a lot. He's been doing well, tough to beat. He tortured me at Derby, so I know.
You're in the majority there, Tim.
Yeah, but it wasn't even very hard on me to lose to him because it was just so nice to watch. Oh, wow. You see, Boosty doesn't really play safe, like plays much with the cue ball there. He just goes all in on that bank and gives himself a bigger percentage to make it. And he's now made already 2 straight backs out of 3 points he has. Like that, 3 out of 4 points. Let's see, does he play safe here or is he going to play a thinner cut bank in the side, one rail. Yeah, he's going all in. Oh, just too short.
Good cue ball, though.
Yeah, just slight overcut, and this 5-ball is gonna settle up straight in for Boosty to take the game.
Well, a good start from the legend. And in a match that Pagulayan really had to dominate, he drops the opening set, the first rack here. It's a race to 3. Francisco Bustamante 1-0.
Quite some attacking banks here this match. I can imagine some of the other matches could start to get quite defensive, especially whenever they get the chance to qualify. But looks like both of them came right out of the gate swinging.
As you said, notable how aggressive Francisco attacks the table.
Well, he's called a 7-ball. From this angle, it kind of looks like the 1 is in between, but no, made that still go too wide, just barely went in. And now this is laying really nice. Cross corner on the 5, potential cross side on the 8 or cross corner on the 1. Oi! Was he trying to get better on the 8? Because that was unexpected. Looked to be quite straight in. See, just
yeah, at this level, Tim, you get that 9 out of 10.
Well, and especially with, never mind. I was gonna say with leaving Alex straight in and a cross side on the 2 and then a cross corner on the 1, but he's missed the first one. I mean, obviously they've both played each other many times. They play from the same country. They've been longtime friends, so definitely a different dynamic than playing someone you absolutely hate. I mean, it's a very different reality. But yeah, unexpected misses there from both. The beginning of this rack, but now Boosty slightly turning on the heat.
He's taken control of this second rack already, and Alex looks on. 5 balls on the table. Pardon me, it looks like 6 balls on the table, 3-0.
Yeah, straight back on the 6 here. It's gonna play with a lot of right spin to make that 6 go shorter, but needed a lot more right spin on that in order to threaten the corner.
Given the
ball
score,
spot.
he's trying to get more balls in play.
Yeah, just wondering if he could have done maybe a little better protecting himself, because that cross side might be on the 4. Possibly Alex is just trying to tempt Boosty into playing that. Yeah, I was gonna say so. I don't think he was trying to make the 5, but I think he was trying to cluster the balls up in that corner and just trying to protect his lead. Swinging at the 4 could give Alex a lot of balls in case you don't make it. Uh-oh. He's trying to bring the 9 ball into play. Double kissed and straight in cross side on the 4 for Boosty. Oh, he made it so short again. Now Alex did move some balls into play. As you see, a little bit of overcut. I think the pace, he played a good pace on that to make it straighten up just to where I think would be favoring to make him, but still got to aim. Now straight back on the 9, cross corner on the 7. Don't think the 6 goes by the 8.
Good starting shot here, though. Alex has got to try and make some inroads into the deficit. 3-1 currently in the second rack.
Oh, and those are just shots I see almost everyone missing a couple of those, so it's maybe the new cloth, because the Arcadia cloth, you know, it just stays new so long, and even though the pockets play a little bigger, every time you play that hint of spin, you could throw the cue ball out a little bit more, squirt out a little bit more left and right. This is putting Boosty on the hill in this game. Yeah, so Alex now gonna try again to get the balls back into play like he was trying to do earlier. Did he knuckle a hook? Did he knuckle a hook? Bustamante here. That would have been ideal in order to also move the 8. Oh, looks like he's banking the 7-4 rails. Nope. 3 rails in the side. Yeah, I was trying to convince the referee that he was playing it in either the side or the corner. I don't know which one of them. He was trying to convince the referee, but it has to be clean banks. I was gonna say you can try and get the 8 into play, but then Francisco is probably going to try and bank at a ball and leave it over the corner again. So with 3 balls open, would like to steal 2 of them, then bring the 8 back into play.
Great shot, but again, element of safety in mind. Drawing the cue ball.
Oh, he's not happy there.
Well, he sacrificed the ball.
Oh, he completely missed the ball. He was trying to hit it real thin. But then still, I probably, if I were Alex, I probably would have made the 8 and spotted back up. Like, obviously, Boosty was not going to pot the 8 and make it come back into play. Well, Alex is for sure going to tap the 8 in. I'm so surprised he's shooting at this 3 elevating over the 8. Just because if you don't make that 3 ball, you're most likely to get it out of play. Like, it's frozen to that rail now, doesn't straight back. They're going very aggressive at the moment, but he was not playing the 2 rails on the side on that.
The referee taking a lot of time getting the ball in place. Alex just going to float the 8 in.
Yeah, a little short with the cue ball.
Yeah, with the score, 4 balls on the table. Alex needs them all. So, massive advantage to Boosty.
I was going to say he has a good chance here actually. Can play pocket speed and is for sure going to land on the ball going to the side. But he put too much inside spin on there. Yeah, leaves Boosty straight in the 3. Things are not going Pagulayan's way. Sometimes he's coming up with big shots, but then yeah, maybe a little bit too aggressive, but that's just because they're not going in. Oh wow, no.
That was a sitter for Francisco there, and he knows it. Look to the heavens after that miss.
Well, could be. Little steal here. 4 goes cross side. If he stops the cue ball, he can still bank the 9 with throw. Hitting it thinner and turn it back. Cue ball will go up table for a cross corner on the 7. So now easier said than done. Still got to make him. And I think, yeah, he's not happy because that cue ball had to be a little bit more near where the 4 was. You see the cue ball moved and now it's on the kiss. On the 9 ball, I mean. So that's why he's probably going to make the 7, put the cue ball on the rail and wait. And look at the pace. Look at that cue ball being glued to that short rail.
He's back in the match, though. Certainly back in this rack. 4-3, still trailing. He needs both balls on the table. Does Alex?
Oh, so close. What has he given? Boosty. That was awful close. Just banking the 3 to the top right in this view. No, bottom right. Just past the 9. It was going, but it hit the 9. I mean, time is also running out for Boosty because he's having opportunities to close out the game. You cannot get fortunate over and over. If Alex makes the 3 ball straight back, he's guaranteed a shot on the 9. Either cross side or cross corner. First, the 3 ball. And again, awful close, but he had to go for it. Now then, is this Bustamante's time, Jim? Is he gonna close it out?
Well, he's had a few bites at the cherry. I wouldn't bet against him getting this. And he does. And finally, after so many tries, secures the second rack, and with it a 2-0 advantage over Pagulayan. The professor still holding class.
Yeah, for a second, flirting with that side pocket. If you look at a cue ball, put enough draw on the cue ball to beat the scratch.
Well, each rack has taken around 15 minutes, Tim, so it's moving along pretty good. There's been some safety play, but both of these stars pretty aggressive by nature. Not as much safety as we've seen in the previous Bankpool matches. But you gotta like their flamboyant style.
Well, makes a ball on the break. Cue ball a little bit wild. I don't think he ended up with a shot here unless he plays a 2 ball to the bottom right corner in this view. Did he call the corner or the side pocket? Because it looked like the side was a little wide. Corner it is. He's missed it. Definitely an open chance here for Alex. Good shoot. 4 ball cross side, 8 ball cross side, but we'll have to make sure it doesn't run into the 5, obviously. Especially in the beginning of the rack, can be a big value to play aggressive, you know, because we've seen by now how much control you have when you make a couple and then close out the game. Such a nice advantage.
He's hit a few goalposts in this one. Just missing the mark again. He has spent a lot of time in Canada, Tim. He's been playing a lot of snooker, as Alex. And both he and Boosty were up in Calgary not that long ago doing some exhibition play. I never got the chance to ask him what they thought of that 25 below temperature that Calgary invited them to. It does get a little chilly out there.
Oh no. Yeah, not Alex's best match banking wise so far. I mean, we've seen this a similar thing with Billy Thorpe last match, being down 2-0, struggling big time, and then suddenly finishing 3 and out, making a bunch of straight backs. So I guess it's a lot of patience, but can be mentally tough. Call the cross side. We'll have to run the cue ball into the 5 or the 7 ball. I think the 5 ball could scratch. That's why he's played it so firm. Nice shot there. And a big reward. Look at that 6 ball dressing up. Oh. But then did that 5 ball just push the 4 ball over to block the cross side?
Yeah, judging by Alex's walk around the table, I think it did, just.
Cross corner, 1 ball.
Our overhead camera kind of confirms that. Cross corner. Yeah, just not firing on all cylinders yet, Alex. But we saw in the previous match, Roberto Gomez raced out to a 2-0 lead over Billy Thorpe, and Billy Thorpe, well, he stuck to his guns and all of a sudden found a gear, came back, won the last 3. You'd never, ever doubt that Alex Pagulayan could do the very same if given the chance.
Not too many shots on at the moment. Only cross corner on the 5 looks pretty straight. From this angle, might be the 4 ball. 4 ball cross side. Oh, nice shot. Looked like he barely missed the side pocket point there. If we look at it, it was so close. Hit it great, and he got shape on the 5 ball. That's a 3. Starting to strike the ball a little better, or feel the table a little better. Three nothing. 2 balls kind out of play. The 3 and the 9. 7 is on. And then also if you look at the cluster 1, 2, 6, not too many banks available. So being up 3-1 is quite the advantage, and Boosty might have sold out here actually. Pretty unlucky to leave one of the closed balls wide open. Or is he going to play safe just to leave it closed? Doesn't want to ruin his 3-0 lead.
It seems to be the pattern of play, from what I can tell. Doing my first set of bank pool that I've ever done, actually. When you get out to a lead, you protect it.
He's called the 1 ball. Look at him just barely missing the kiss here. Probably a hint of right spin. Overcut it. Has overcut it. Now let's see if we will see something creative. Is he going to play the 2 ball cross corner and the cue ball is going to run into the 6, moving the 6 out of the way for the 2 ball. Oh, he tried.
And just one away now, one bank away from securing his first rack. The race to 3.
Yeah, there it is.
And he
straight in.
Didn't have to wait too long. Pagulayan finally bothers the scorekeeper. Still 2-1 in favor of Boosty. But the Lion starting to show his claws. All our pool fans out there. Alex has gotten into the business end of this game now. Anyone interested in some very quality accessories, everything from cues, cases, gloves, apparel, you name it, chalk, Pagulayan.net. Do a little online shopping. And I can tell you, Tim, I have a couple Pagulayan shirts, and they look pretty good even on me. And that's saying something.
Well, I guess everybody needs one then.
Rack number 4.
No ball on the break.
No, nothing down.
Now let's see. The 2 or the 5 quite aggressive. Don't think there's much on it. Did he call the 4 ball cross corner? Looks to be quite close on the kiss. Yeah, I felt like the 4 it wasn't on from that angle. He's missed it. Not too bad actually. 6 ball is blocking quite some banks, of course, by being in front of the side pocket. 7 ball is a straight back to either corner. I believe he put a little bit of inside spin on that because that really shortened up quite a bit.
Yeah, unwanted spin.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen Boosty make one of those. Possibly a little bit of a momentum coming for Boosty, or at least in his a little bit of stroke, a little gear. Usually by playing banks, there's just gears like they take like 5 to 10 minutes. You feel like you're in dead punch, you cannot miss a bank, and then you miss a cookie, and you go all the way out of stroke, missing easy balls. That's banks. It's 2 in a row now. He's got shape on the 1 ball too. Don't think he can beat the kiss on the 7 ball. This one a little wide.
Yeah, not much on offer. Possible side bank on the 1.
Does come with reward though if he can play this with low left. Well, he's playing high left, so he's not going to play shape for the 4. He's going to play shape for the 2-5. He has done great there. Look at that cue ball. I think he's going to be straight in on the 5. Now I would suggest Alex to make the ball and don't play too much shape, you know, because he's not been playing so great so far. You see it like this. He was so trying to get that cue ball nice on the 4.
Yeah, a lot of movement. And that's
you can see him
it's
pointing too.
characteristic of Alex. Yeah, he's just a little unsettled. No, that one never threatened the pocket either. But both of them laboring somewhat. But again, you've got so much class on display at that table, and you can't keep a class horse down for long.
Well, cross corner on the 2. Has a straight back on the 7. So just to make this, but like also he's been stunning a lot of balls, like he's making the ball too short at the moment. That's a struggle though. I mean, banks is a lot about the speed, and if you do not feel the speed right, then you're gonna just be so close, short and long, over and over. Hit this one nicely though. That bank also does get a lot of turn because you're cutting the ball. It turns a lot, so it looks like he's overcutting this by a mile, but then it opens up quite a bit too, especially on the new cloth. Oh, this one would be sweet. Low left, straighten it up. That's a beautiful shot right there. Needs one more.
And he's got rewarded here. The long bank on the 2. He's lined up nicely. What a shot again. Trademark Bustamante there. And Alex can only watch. Well, he doesn't like the long bank on the 2. Maybe a safer option. Well, it's there. And Francisco Bustamante takes out his good friend Alex Pagulayan, a 3-1 score. The legend reigns supreme here at the Rio. A lot of fun again, Tim. A lot of creativity, some great shot making, courtesy of Boosty. I know you enjoyed it.
Yeah, great match. I mean, fireball he made was great. So, would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Here's that last bank. Great shot there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We've got plenty more action to come.